Hello everyone, my name's Meggie. Today we're going to be doing a budget with me, and I'm just going to apologize straight off the bat. You are probably going to hear my son Diet Coke in the background. He is currently playing with a toy. I could not get him to be quiet. It's been like 2 minutes and he's still playing. So maybe now that I'm talking, he's going to be quiet, but I still see him like nibbling at the toy. So apologies. Anyway, we're going to be budgeting my first like full paycheck from my new job at a hotel. I haven't really gotten into what my new jobs are. I have 2 of them. But I'll probably go into depth about that in the middle of this video just to keep you guys updated. But if you're excited for this budget with me, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and let's go. So these 2 binders are out because they're the only ones I really need to like assess while I'm budgeting, because this is my bills and this is my weekly spending binder. There's a hair on that. Anyway, these are the only ones I really need to assess, so I do have them right here with me. I'm trying a new little setup. This is part of a like financial planner that I had bought. I used a different page of this, so you might recognize it, but I'm trying a new page just to see how I like the breakdown for this budget with me. So first we're gonna work on our bills, which I did have to separate into 2, but like, whatever, I don't really care. There we go, nice little crack right there. So this is probably gonna be a little boring, but it's bills. It's necessary. We gotta do it. Anyway, so this is our second paycheck of 5 for the month of February. If you didn't watch my last video, I stuffed some money from an old disability check that just came in. It was like a lump sum kind of thing. I don't know if I'd call it a lump sum, but it was like a month's worth of pay that they hadn't paid me. So I budgeted that. That's where this $105 came from. And I think I'm going to put another $105 just because my total rent is $515. So I don't know. I feel like $210 total would be really good. So yeah, I'm going to budget 105. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the actual blank until I literally have the money in there. So I will probably come back to this sheet at the end of the next week once I stuff. Not the end of next week, the beginning of next week, when I actually stuff. When I stuff money. All right. So anyway, insurances. This is my health insurance and my car insurance, which I need a total of $184, and I have $35 right now. I could put another $35, but then that would only leave me with $70. So I'm gonna put $40 in here, so I'm closer to that mark. All right. The utilities. I'm trying to budget about 100. Okay, so I have 25, but next week I'm supposed to get a super duper small paycheck for my second job, because I just started. I just got to start on Thursday, but that was the end of the pay period. Like, it's Thursday and Friday and then the end of the pay period. So I'm not gonna be getting a lot of money from that. I think I'm gonna put 35 because I won't be able to stuff a lot next week. And I really do want to get to that 100 mark. Phone and internet already has 30, not 25. So I think I'm gonna put another 30 because I need, let's see, if we be consistent with this, I need 155. So if we do another 30 here, but my other full-time paychecks, well, not full-time, my other full job number 1 paycheck, yeah. I'm gonna do 30 again. Oops, I hit the button. There we go. Therapy, we are working on stuffing less because my copays should be going away now that I have my new insurance and they're like getting used to billing that insurance. So 20, let's do 15. Yeah, let's do 15. I think that'll be smart. Oops, I have a pen off to the side and I almost grabbed that pen instead of this pen. Health, honestly, might go the same route. 10. I just picked up some prescriptions, so let me add 15 just in case. And I went to the dentist recently, so I might be getting a bill for that. So yeah, 15 would actually be really smart. All right, subscriptions. I only have a 10, but I think I did understuff that last week, and I'm trying to hit 100. Well, technically I'm trying to hit like 80. I forgot. I canceled one of my big subscriptions. So I'm trying to hit about 80, 85. So yeah, let's add 20. I almost put that in the wrong spot. All right, annuals, I do try to put 10 every single week, so I don't really need to check this, but I just want to see how much I have. 20, 40, 45. Yeah, 10 will be fine. 10 will be fine for this. I just want to make sure I don't need to stuff more, because like I think my next thing to come out is Dash Pass, but that's not till like April, and I'm pretty sure it's less than $40, so we'll be good. Debt. See, how much did I stuff last week? I do want to count this. I did 45 last week. I think my normal though that I was like planning to get to is 35, because if I do 35 plus 45, that's 80, and I only want to get to like 175 a month. So yeah, 35 would be good. And then buffer, I am going to leave blank because I want to, I do the zero-based cash, I do the zero-based cash budgeting method. So I want to end up with $0, but I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to fit elsewhere. So I'm either going to do $4 or $9 in buffer. I'm just not sure yet. So let's put this off to the side. Get out our weekly spending binder, which I have right below there. Whoop, there we go. All right, so I am doing a low buy. So I'm trying to spend less on eating out and on delivery. So I have I don't want to say goal. I have a budget of $75 a month in eating out. Is that all I have in here? Just a 10? I only have a 10. I'm gonna put a 20 in here because then I'll be at 30. Yeah, that makes, and I probably won't be able to stuff anything next week. So yeah, let's put a 20 in here. Cause like, I'm not a fan of no buys because I feel like they're too restrictive for me because like I want to push those boundaries, and once it's like, oh, I've broken my zero, I might as well just keep spending. So I give myself a low buy and I try to give myself like a reasonable expectation of what I can and can't spend based on my lifestyle. So yeah, I feel like a 30 total, just like barely a week into the month. I think that'll be really good. Delivery, only 20. And I definitely won't be stuffing this next week. I can tell you that much. So let's put 25. And if I don't have enough for other things I want, I will take some money out. But I'm trying to get 120, maybe 110 if I'm like stretching it in delivery a month, because that's like 2 to 3 deliveries. And I feel like that's pretty good. That's like once every couple weeks or so. So I feel like 120-ish is pretty good for delivery, especially when I get food for like my fiance and me. It can be a little more expensive, but if we do like, McDonald's or Burger King or something, it'll be less expensive. So it's a happy medium. Groceries, I really want to see if I have the money for 40. Yeah, and I did 40 last week because I want to get about 200. So yeah, let's do 40 again. And then gas, I'm trying to get 110 every month. So let's see what I did last week. I did 30. If I do 20, I'll be at 50. And then like basically 2 weeks into the year, I'll be almost halfway through. So yeah, let's do just 20 in this one. I think I'm planning to I want to try to actually do gas next check, even though it will be so small. Recreational, I don't know. I think I need a little more. I was gonna do 15 when I was thinking about it, but I already spent this 15 on like snacks. So like when I unstuff, this 15 is going away. It was like a $14 purchase that I made. So I'm gonna put 20 in here. I'm not gonna go crazy. But I think 20 might be smart. Sorry, this envelope is falling apart. Yeah, I think I'll do 20. Just to be, and plus I guess that would be out of clothes. But I might use some of my recreational. I need new shoes. I really desperately need new shoes. So I'm trying to like save up in different categories and then put it all together to get that. Now, online shopping, I put 0 in this last week. But I thought about it, and well, I guess earlier this week, but whatever. I thought about it this week. My son, he really needs a new scratch pad. We haven't bought him a new scratch pad in a hot second. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, it's not that expensive, but we usually get a 2-pack so we don't have to buy them that much. Let me do 15. Because I would also split it with my fiance. So I think 15 will be well enough. But I also need to buy a new tripod. because this tripod, like the way I have it, it's like a standing tripod, and it like goes on the other side of my counter, and then yeah, it goes on the other side of my counter and it reaches over. You can probably tell from the shadow right here, it like reaches over. But I want to get one of those ones that like clips onto the side of your desk and is like super stable. So actually, let me do 20. Let me do 20 so I can start saving for that as well. Because I'm definitely going to buy the scratch pads. But, yeah, I want to save up for a new tripod, like a good tripod as well. So that's all we have to do. And then let me do some quick maths and see how much we have left to work with. Because I don't have a calculator. Let me put this in the middle. I don't have a calculator to work with because I just don't. Excuse me, I just burped. So I'm going to do some quick maths and see how much I have left to work with. Okay, so I actually ended up just doing it on my tablet. Let me see if can I zoom in on this? Let me just hit enter. I have $184 left to work with. All right. Let's see what we can do. What do I really, really, really want to hit? Okay, in short-term sinking, I definitely want to hit $30 in education. So let me just do that real quick because I have to pay for school. Emergency fund, I really, really want to get 25. Let's see, long-term sinking and the wedding. I didn't put anything in the wedding yet because I'm just going to use my leftover money to fund whatever I can. So I left it blank for now. But I'm definitely going to put at least some money, probably in the venue, in here. Let's see. And then there's nothing else over here. So yeah, it's literally just these 4 guys. So that's only another $55. So plus 55, we're at 129. And I did want to get in buffer as well. You know what? Let me just put 9 in buffer. And then we're at 120. Let's do 20 in pre-wedding travels. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I live in Indiana. I'm going to be moving to Michigan with my fiance in August once I complete my degree that I'm working on. So we go up there to Michigan every once in a while, maybe every 2 to 3 months, to like visit wedding venues, just have fun, like have a little weekend away. It's kind of our favorite getaway location, excuse me. But actually, I have a job opportunity up there for when I complete my degree. So I'm gonna take a shadowing opportunity up there in March when we're going. We're gonna tour a venue that I've been really hoping to get. So I'm trying to put aside a bit of money for that. You know what? I'm gonna zoom in on this one. Sorry. Actually, I guess I don't have to, whatever. I was gonna say 15 in self-care, but let me put 10 in self-care and 25 in pre-wedding travels. I think I like that more. Body art, I usually do about 10, so let's do 10. Clothes, I really need new shoes, bro. So let's do 10 in clothes, 0 in hobbies, because I'm trying not to buy if you're new, my main hobby right now is diamond art, and I have a ton of diamond art, and it's part of my low buy not to buy any more until I use up the ones I have. So I'm going to put 0 in hobbies, but I am going to put 10 in hair care because I am trying to save towards like taking care of my hair more. So let's see, we took out 55, and then we took out 9. So 25, 10, 10, 10. So plus 25, plus 30, plus 35. We have 30 left. Ooh. I feel like I messed up somewhere. I already took out that 25, didn't I? So minus 25. Yeah. Okay. We're good. We're good. I'm just special as frick. Anyway, so we have 55 to work with. Let's do long-term next. Let's do 10 in birthdays. Let's do 5 in electronics. So that's 15. 55 minus 15 is 40. Yeah. Okay. Let's do 10 in other holidays. And we'll put it all in Valentine's. Christmas. Let's see if we have another 10 off. That's 30 left. Let's do 20 in venue and 10 in Christmas. I'd like to do more in Christmas, but I want to save for the wedding more. The wedding matters more to me than Christmas gifts. So let's do that. And then I did the last one off camera, but let me add all this up real quick. Hello? Thank you. This is gonna be so much more efficient. Okay, clear. And then, all right, I'm gonna add this up real quick, just to make sure I'm at 0. We are exactly at 634, which was our big balance. Let me make this screen big again. Alrighty, guys, so we are left over $0. Alrighty, so that is our budget with me. If you want to stick with me a little bit longer, I'm going to go into a little bit more depth about my 2 new jobs that I have. But if this is the end of the video for you, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to get into some extra stuff if you care to listen. So, I have 2 new jobs. Basically, my last job, I had to quit because of disability. After I got my short-term disability, they were like, we can't re-clear you for work. Would you please resign just so we can do this as professionally as possible? And I was like, yes, I totally understand. If I can't get cleared, I can't get cleared. So I'm not going to make this a whole deal. So I quit, and then I did not have anything in the works. Well, no, that's a lie. I had stuff in the works. I didn't have anything confirmed. So I did not have income for a hot freaking second, which is why my videos went dark. I went dark on my YouTube channel because I didn't have anything to budget or post. But so my first job, I'm working at a hotel. I'm not going to say which one it is because that would give away my city. Because it's a Marriott hotel. I can say, I feel comfortable saying that much. It's a Marriott hotel, but it's like a special one. So I'm not going to confirm what kind it is. But yeah, I'm working at a Marriott hotel. And then that one, I am working part-time, 24 hours a week. I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I'm finally off my training hours, which is great because I was getting off at like 4 a.m. and it was literally so terrible for my sleep schedule. But I specifically work Thursday, Friday, Saturday because they don't have clinicals in the morning on those days. So it's literally perfect to make sure that I don't overwork myself by doing nights that I can't do. And then, my second job, I literally, again, have worked for 2 days because I'm filming this on the Saturday after I worked Thursday and Friday. That one will be Monday through Friday after clinicals and after clinicals in class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 3:30 to 6. So it's just a short little 2.5 hour shift, which I feel really good about. And then on Fridays when I don't have class, I'm going to be working from 12 to 6. So I'm like a class time closer. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm so excited. It's an early learning center. Again, won't be saying the name because don't want to give away any personal information like that. But yeah, I work at an early learning center for kiddos. I got to hang out with the infants. They literally have everyone from like 3 months to I think 8 is the oldest because they do have some school age kids, but they just come after school. Like they don't learn there. They just like ride the bus or get dropped off or something afterwards. So that's really cool. But yeah, then the other kiddos, the younger ones who aren't in school yet, they hang out there all day. But yeah, I get to hang out there and close the classrooms and like help the kids leave and get ready to go home. So it's really fun. I'm super excited to actually be working with kids again. And it is, guys, it is a freaking culture shock, let me tell you, because like, as you know, at my last job, I was being assaulted basically by 11 to 14-year-old girls who had like mental health problems, violence tendencies, that kind of thing. So the fact that these are like, I hate the word normal, developmentally normal kiddos, like they're on the right track and they haven't had like massive amounts of trauma that caused them to be different. I'll say different, yeah. They're neurotypical kids for the most part. There's this one kid though, he's so smart. Oh my goodness, he's like 8 years old and he knows physics. Like he can like conceptualize physics. It's so weird. He's incredibly smart. But yeah, I'm so excited to be working there. I'm so excited to be getting paychecks. And the way that the pay structure works is actually I get paid every single week now. So I get paid every 2 weeks from the first job, and then it's offset, and I get paid every 2 weeks from the other job. So yeah, but it's gonna line up to be literally every week. So that's so cool. I'm so excited for this. If you're excited to follow my journey with these new jobs and my budgeting still, please continue to stick around. I promise to be more consistent. I know in my last video I said I was gonna be posting budget with me's on Fridays and stuffings on Monday, but I think what'll be better, because I don't actually, at my last job I learned what my paycheck would be on Wednesdays, but now I'm not gonna learn what my paychecks will be until like Thursday-ish for one job and probably be Fridays for the other. So it might be better for me to upload on like 2 days off. So do budget with me's on Sundays and cash stuffings on Wednesdays, because I need to go to the bank and go in the bank to get the money, and my bank is not open on the weekends at all, like not even Saturday. So I think I'll be doing a Sunday Wednesday upload schedule, but we'll see. Again, it's gonna be consistent and it's gonna be constant. It's just might not be the original days that I said. So I'm finally saying this for the last time. If you're as excited as me, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my cash stuffing. Bye.